Hi, my name is Kristin Pugliese, and I've been an educator for over 15 years. I'm also the founder of Note Knacks Music, a company dedicated to helping children as young as 4 years of age learn how to read and compose music. I'll admit our methodologies are a bit unorthodox, but they are developmentally appropriate, hands-on, and a whole lot of fun. So what are Note Knacks? Note Knacks are the first ever music block manipulatives, with the note on one side and the corresponding rest on the back of every single block, for it's important to know for every length of sound, there's an equal length of silence. They are also mathematically proportional, so when you say 2/8 notes equal a quarter, 2/8 notes do indeed equal a quarter note. And they're all color-coded, so if you say the color, you say the rhythm. They also fit into a 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4 time signature frame. So when a child is working in a time signature, they will realize a whole note can't fit into 2/4 or 3/4, only into 4/4 time. This makes it super easy for kids and empowers children to be immediately successful. The program is divided into 3 phases. Phase 1, working with estimated rhythms and representative notation. Phase 2, working with true rhythms. And Phase 3, working with conventional notation. So let's start with Phase 1. In Phase 1, we compare long sounds and short sounds. So we look at the blocks and the kids can put them from the longest block to the shortest block. And we see which block has the longest sound. The gray has the longest sound, so let's see if that's true. La. Every sound has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And it goes all the way to the shortest sound. La. That's so short. Let's do that again. La. And the kids can have fun practicing doing all of them. From there, kids can trace their blocks so that they can remember their sounds tomorrow, their composition. This is a 3-sound composition, and this is also a 3-sound composition, although they're different. And they trace the blocks, and again, they can sing la, 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 or la, la, la. This composition was done by James, and this composition was done by Kyle, both kindergartners, and this composition is named Skunk, while this one is named Moose. So it's really fun that your kindergartners are already composing pieces that they can take home and have fun with their families. In Phase 2, working with true rhythms, that just means that we say the colors in a way that professional musicians would say them. Gray, blue, blue, red, 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 yellow, 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 terracotta, 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 terracotta. The terracotta, 4-syllable, 4 blocks. The yellow, 2-syllable, 2 blocks. In fact, we have a first grader at school that calls himself the Terracotta Man because he enjoys saying it so much. We have such a good time with it. So also in first grade, just like in Phase 1, we're going to take our blocks and we're going to trace them on pieces of paper so that we can record what rhythm we chose. Magali, also in first grade, decided she wanted terracotta blue terracotta. So again, she started with the blocks in the 4/4 frame, keeping her in those parameters. And this is her composition. Now if you have 25 kids in a class, that means that you have 25 measures that you can mix and match throughout the whole year. You can add dynamics, tempo, orchestrations, anything you like. It's a way for kids to make music their own. In Phase 3, this is when we go from tracing it to just isolating the notes. As we discussed in Phase 2, students will trace each of their blocks on a strip of paper. More often than not, students will include the notation that they see on the blocks. What a great opportunity to talk to your students about how professional musicians look at sheet music with conventional notation rather than colored blocks of sound. So the process is as follows. Students trace each of the blocks, they extract the notes, blue, red, yellow, and then from there they can be put on sol and mi lines. Mi, sol, mi, sol, sol, mi, sol. And just like in Phase 2, they can add dynamics, tempo, orchestrations, whatever they want to make their piece their own. And honestly, what parent does not want to come to a concert to hear the composition that that class wrote? Thank you so much.